Is that fish beautiful? What a gorgeous, gorgeous muskie. I'm gonna get her back quick.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, beautiful. Wow, you are very, very pretty. Oh, I just love the look of those fish. And I love the smell of them too. Whew. And she's ornery. This fish we just caught came on a new bait. This happens to be the new Vibrex Super Boo. It's a bait that we've been playing with and helped those guys design over the last year or so. And bucktails, of course, are always a go-to anytime the water's warm for muskies. But there are so many different presentation options and choices based on the time of day, the time of year, the current conditions, the depth, and it goes on and on and on. So how do you make the right choice at the right time? Let's look into that a little bit more.
Flatline trolling is a technique that can be used spring, summer, and fall in a wide variety of situations.
Big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a better one here.
In spring, we often troll with smaller profile crankbaits for suspended muskies over deep water. Throughout the warm summer months, crankbaits like super shads and storm flat sticks are good options for banging around rock structures. For dense weed situations, safety pin spinnerbaits are prime choices to comb expansive weed flats. In fall cold water conditions, large crankbaits like giant flat sticks or even soft baits like kicking minnows are perfect for slow trolling around deeper edges of rock piles.
Fish.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep, hold on to her.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go. Whoa, there you go. Oh, look at that. Beautiful fish. Look at that.
Today we are speed trolling real shallow with Blue Fox inline Super Boo spinnerbaits. Seasonally, flatline trolling can be a good go-to tactic to put muskies in the boat.
You know, a lot of really good muskie structures are really multi-leveled, and what I mean by that, this particular structure we have here, we actually have a big bulrushes up on the inside. We actually have a whole series of moderate depth boulder fields. And then not only that, there's these great big 5 to 8 foot flats before it breaks out into deep water. Muskies, when they're actively feeding, or sometimes, you know, they'll move up and down on these structures. What this trolling does is, because this bar is so big, it would take you a really, really long time to cast over all this different area. Trolling enables us to cover a vast amount of water relatively quickly. If the fish are really actively biting, they will tell you so.
Interestingly enough, over the last, well, let's say it's 18, 19 hours we've been fishing. We've caught 2 in the last half an hour, which is classic when it comes to muskie fishing. But we have put a ton of miles on these bucktails and never had a follow or a strike casting a bucktail. The only thing we saw fish on casting were very erratic jerk baits and soft plastics. But we put these bucktails on and start high-speed trolling them, and we start catching fish. The thing is, for about 5 casts anyway, you can make the bait go as fast as we're fishing it right now. That's all I've got in me, and it's just cranking as hard as you can with a big cranking handle like this. But here you're just endlessly burning a bucktail, and speed in the summer can be a huge, huge factor. It's unbelievable how the fish really like speed. And it would take us, the area we just trolled over and caught those 2 fish, it would have taken us a solid 4 hours to cover that ground if we were casting.